Hello everyone, today I want to talk about the Hyperboost situation. I think the Hyperboost has been a big failure. As you can see from the graphs, we got a good chunk of new players, so that was pretty nice. We probably got around upwards to 10 to 20,000 new players, so that was really good. I think a lot of the new players are actually sticking to the game on the normal servers, but the Hyperboost legacy servers has been a complete and utterly failure since they start. The problem is, on release, we got a bunch of milestones blocking our progress, a bunch of things that are not unlocked, which is basically feels like the game wants us to pay to progress, like in each part of the milestone, which sucks a lot. And on top of that, we have been having so many lack of care and bugs everywhere. On Star, we couldn't make guilds, so we all had to like play with all guilds or like singular guilds just to progress on the Hyperboost quest, right? Uh, then, as we unlock more things, as we got battlegrounds, the battleground skill was mixed with the normal servers, which led to like a bunch of hyperboost players just praying to God that they would win when they got killed in the battlegrounds because it was unfair. But now we don't have the kill with the legacy or the original servers, right? And now we don't have players at all to play the battlegrounds. So the game mode's kind of dead. So we cannot even get the proper rewards from the battleground, which is terrible. Dungeon kills are completely dead. You almost don't see anyone doing dungeons. If you want to do any tier 4 or any trials tier 1, it's basically impossible if you don't have a static or people that you know. So the Hyper Boost right now is quite literally unplayable. Even on prime times, I have been getting kills of like 20 to 30 minutes, if not more, on like those tier 4, those progression dungeons, right? Those dungeons you need to get into tier 3. So it's been really rough. It's really hard to expand your points. The points is stack for abyssal contracts. You can burn, but it's really hard to find parties going on, usually, to be honest. The parts that you find are of course not effective, that's expected, but like there really isn't enough parties and players working to make the game work, to make the game flow. The entire market, as you can see, is basically dead. These are just random pouches, and all the items are all like you don't have trades for things that you might want. For example, I'm gonna click here on the. You can see, look at this. We don't have all the trades. Then when you're gonna buy one of the trades for example, something like the heavy attack, the prices are absurd because there's no one running it. No one is buying it. The market's pretty much dead. uh, the flow of items is really bad. And the other problem is the Hyperboost was split in two servers. So instead of having one server packed with more action for the PvP DVG, there's two dead servers instead. So you can see if we go into rankings and we go to the guilds, I was planning to play on this Royal Vanguard that got recommended by one friend, and they gave up on the Hyperboost because they don't find kill, they don't find players, there's no content, so they just decide to move to the legacy servers. And right now, from what I have seen, this is the Cannons guild. I think he already dropped the Hyper server, not sure, but the guild has been like it got up on the first day and then it died. I don't see anyone doing anything. Then there's this offense, which is more focused on the PvP. Then this other one, which is okay, more focused on PvP. So there's two kind of PvP guilds, and the rest is like, not tryhard guilds from what I understood. So it's very boring, to be honest. Like the progression is horrible. Everyone is stuck. The market is dead. It feels like a console server in a lot of ways. And to make everything worse, AGS also decided to release Nebula finally after 1 week. But the problem is it's bugged. So if you try to or join Nebula, it simply doesn't work. So we got like already two major bugs on the launch of the Hyperboost. Three if you count inter-server like matches with legacy server from bosses and other things. But you can see like it's matching server maintenance. Like what? So it's mega frustrating to play on the Hyperboost. I was very excited for the series of Zero to Hero, and I already start planning my builds for the Dagger Orb. If you check the quest log, I already put some stuff out there. I'm gonna study a little bit more and try to touch a little bit more on the builds before making a full guide and full video on it. I'm testing on my main account on South America. Yesterday I spent over 10,000 lucent gearing it, so I'm gonna be doing some tests today to see how it perform, and then I'm gonna be doing more videos talking about it. But for the legacy, for the NA, for the Hyperboost, I mean, sorry, not the legacy, the server is boring. There's nothing to do. The PV is dead, the PvP is dead, the kills are huge. Uh, there's nothing. Like, there's no reason for you to play the Hyperboost right now, and there's no reason for you to play the main server even right now. Because if you go into the main server, you're gonna get smashed by people in the guilds that have over like 7.2 thousand gear score. And trust me, your 6,000 gear score from the Hyperboost pass, plus some extra random resonances, are nothing compared to like the 7.2 plus gear score with proper PvP and proper organized gear there. And if you want to do the PvE there, then at least that is fine. You're going to be able to do dungeons and get carried, because that's all there is, right? But on field bosses, you're going to be lucky if you can get like top 50. So it's crazy bad for new players right now. I really don't know what they could do, but with the way the Hyperboost is going, with the care and like the amount of bugs we're getting, critical bugs, by the way, the guild is a critical bug, the Nebula is a critical bug. I don't expect the Hyperboost servers to last. I was hoping that we would get at least a merge, but I know it looks terrible. Like 2 weeks in, the Hyperboost is already getting a merge of Hyperboost. But there's no PvP, there's nothing really. The server is a console server, there's no other thing to talk about it. It's terrible right now. So I really hope they start doing something. I really hope they at least allow like the PvE part, like dungeons and other things, to be mixed with the main server, so at least you can progress your character on the PvE side. Because right now we are literally stuck unless you have friends or static or a guild that is willing to do the content just by themselves, and everyone else is doomed basically. So that's mostly a video updating the hero to zero to hero. Oops, I always mistake those two. The zero to hero, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I'm not sure if I should keep playing on this character, keep trying to grind this character, even though there's not gonna be content here or like PvP or like something fun, or I just focus entirely on my South American server with exploring the one dagger now, that is something new, or if I move to the legacy servers with a new account and try to grind out all the way to be able to play on the GVG/ZVZ competitive scenario there, which is going to take a long time because I'm going to have to grind from 0 to around 7.5 thousand gear score, which is going to take at least 2 to 3 months, I imagine. So it's really frustrating because I was hoping this would be like the fresh start of the game with a lot of action, a lot of people grinding together, a lot of people fighting against each other, early game action. Instead, it's this slop of a server. So I just wanted to make this video to complain a little bit and to ask for suggestions and opinions. Like, should I just give up on this and just keep doing my South American videos montage testing the orb dagger? Should I try to move to the legacy NA? Should I just keep grinding this since I already started and there's a few players that are following the new player guide, right? Like, what should I do? That's about it. Thank you for watching. See ya.